Panger, Cheli.
Cheli was working hard.
Was he? Yeah.
He was grinding it out up there.
I was watching hard.
There you go. Yeah, paying attention.
And the
Watching
alumni
Connor
suite?
Bedard. Yeah.
I want to talk about the one shot in particular, though, from Connor Bedard. It's the snipe where he pulls it, little toe drag, and Anson, just take me through this.
Well, it's incredible because you got your defenseman playing stick on puck, and it's Kevin Ball. Looks like he's got that long reach, the big man, and Connor Bedard drags that puck in by his feet and just uses the whip of the stick to get it past the defender's stick, and Panger just goes top shelf over the goaltender's shoulder.
Well, he makes it look relatively easy, the way he can pull it back and get it through either the heel of the stick and the skate. And from the goaltender's point of view, it's just a constant search. And then once you get searching, you tend to look a little bit lower, too. And as you're looking lower and he's buying a little bit more time, your crouch ends up getting a little bit smaller.
Let's get
Let's
information.
get you the spot here because.
Yeah, and he has hit more knobs of the stick this year than maybe any other player because he goes high to that blocker.
Yeah.
And the angle of the goaltender's blockers now are a little different than ours. We were kind of back this way. Now the goalies are kind of like that. And it is clank.
And you've got the book on it now.
So he'd have 25 goals if he didn't hit the knob of the stick.
So you know this is coming.
Yeah.
Let's just start defensively.
Yeah.
You know this is coming. What do you do against it?
It's like AC, you got to try and get stick on puck. The defenseman had to come across on the pass, so it wasn't a normal one-on-one. But he doesn't do a bad job, the defenseman. But I think the biggest issue is when he pulls that puck, he's shooting in the same motion. And the goaltender, it changes the angle on the shot. So sometimes Connor will use the defenseman as a screen perfectly. So I get over here too far, he's just going to pull it in and just try and get it by my leg. And that's where he's got that room. And he's got that vision. He doesn't need a whole lot to put that puck in the net, probably an area of like 6 by 6 inches. Yeah. And he puts it there. And he's always right by the goaltender's ear, quite honestly. Doesn't matter what angle he's at. And even though the goaltenders are onto him now, he's going to come down the wing here, and then he'll try and short side shelf if the goalie's cheating for the pass across. Goalies are kind of onto it, but he still does it, and he still shelves those shots just by the goaltender's ear.
It's perfect timing, too. We've got Panger net, about the same size as Dustin Wolf.
There you go.
So, in relation to the goaltender, you see exactly the net that Connor Bedard is able to shoot at.
I wish I was Dustin Wolf. Yeah. He's 6 feet tall, 166 pounds.
My bad, Panger.
He's tall one.
Huge compared to you.
But when you were leaning, go back to the first part you did, because when you, let's say you want to get the shin pads in there, or you want to get front him a little bit more. Now I'm gonna look this way. But his ability to bring it back in, the right-handed version of Austin Matthews, and I think he's even perfected what Austin Matthews has done because his curve's a little bit bigger, and he can get that up a little bit higher. But you tend to look one way, and as soon as you look one way through the screen, he's bringing it back over that way. Another probably, 2 yards?
Yeah.
And that changes everything because there's no way you can slide that way.
And for his size, Connor, I grabbed his stick in the dressing room. It's probably up here. Like, it's a really long stick, so that gives him that extra, 6, 8 inches to pull it across even further. So and it's deceiving. He's got a long reach.
He cut it down a couple of inches, too, this year.
Did he?
Did he change his flex, too, this year,
And he changed the flex from 71 to 77. So, it's a little firmer. He's doing a little better on face-offs. It's a little bit shorter, and it's still long. Yeah. Not like your old twig, Cheli, that old Sherwood PMP there.
But he's also able to use a much firmer stick because he's stronger.
Yeah.
When you're not as strong, you come in the league as an 18-year-old, you have to use a whippy stick.
Yeah, he's thick up top.
Exactly. Now that you're stronger now, you want a little bit more firmness to your stick, so you get that extra whip when you let it bend.
Well, that's my question. Like, after the toe drag, is it harder at that point to get the velocity that he gets?
Oh, 100%. But he does it all in one movement.
Yeah.
I'd probably trip all over my face and I'm in the ice. But he was able to pull it, toe drag, and shoot it all at the same time. And as a goaltender, you got no chance.
Do that again with this hand. It's this hand right here. When you pull it back in, he pronates this hand. It's a golf terminology. He uses the flex from this hand, too. And by the time he slings it, this hand's almost turned over. And so he uses that as leverage to let that rip, huh?
Yeah, and that goal, he was a little bit tighter, but as I mentioned, if it's a one-on-one and he's got some room, if the defenseman decides to, block the shot and put his feet, well, Connor's just going to toe drag you and go around defenseman. So, it's obviously his vision and his skill level, which allows him, and it backs off the defenseman. It really does.
Could you step up and hit him? Like, could you put on the brakes and lean into him?
He's so no. You got to be tight on him and be lucky enough to gap up. But now with his speed, this year he's actually picked up another step. And I think it's, like you mentioned, 18, 19. I grew when I was 20, 21. So he just got physically stronger and obviously trained harder. And you could just see the difference in his skating.
Well, I just love the look on your face because that's what every fan at home will be like, just hit him. That's it. And you're like, yeah, thanks for the advice. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that before.
That's what they're saying about Gretz his whole career. Just hit the guy. Like, what are you doing? Just hit the guy.
And he doesn't mind getting hit. He's been encouraging it a little bit and getting involved.
He's been feisty. He's been putting up points.